What's going on, everyone? Happy Saturday to everyone. Climate Data Report here with the Saturday edition of the Tropical Weather Update. Not climate, but today we are doing yet another one of these tropical weather updates because Tropical Depression number 10 has now formed over the Yucatan Channel. It's stationary. Its minimum pressure is 1006 millibars. The maximum sustained winds is 30 miles per hour. This is the Tropical Weather Update for Saturday, August 26, 2023. Alrighty, here's the track for this, which will likely become Idalia either by the end of this weekend or first thing on Monday. You can see here, look at the track. It's expected to become a tropical storm on Monday in the Gulf of Mexico. And yes, unfortunately, it is also expected to become a hurricane. And the track and a cone of uncertainty is aimed at Florida at this time. And anywhere from Tampa Bay through the Florida Panhandle, even Tallahassee, please pay attention to this. The waters in the Gulf of Mexico are relatively warm at this time. It looks like landfall would be late Tuesday into very early Wednesday at this point. There is strong model agreement. Even the GFS, which was last to come around, does show that there is going to be a name system which would be named Idalia at this time. Let's take a look at the latest tracks here from the tropical models, and you'll see here. Here's the tropical depression number 10. Here it is on the guidance. You can see all guidance does aim this towards Florida, then Georgia, then it would go over to Carolinas as well, spreading very heavy rainfall. This is a two-part system. You're going to have the wind, the flooding, and the beach erosion, potentially coastal damage first, and then overland there is going to be a significant area of rainfall. Let's go back, and now let's take a look at the intensity guidance. And look at this. The intensity guidance has been trending stronger. Yesterday, the majority of models said, it'll become a tropical storm. A few said Category 1. Now there's a slew of them that say Category 1, and even a couple that go Category 2 or Category 3. While I'm not expecting a Category 3, a strong Category 1 is in the realm of possibilities at this time, and I wouldn't be surprised if this adjusts even higher to a potential Category 2, just given the water in this area is so warm at this time. Let's take a look at the latest satellite imagery for this at this time, and you can see here we go, tropical depression number 10, and you can see it is more organized than what it was yesterday. You can see the spin that is going on here. It is starting to, wind itself up a little bit more. We don't see any big convection plumes yet. You can see there's something starting to happen right here. I can assume that's probably where the center is. And we'll have to watch this. Eventually, it will start moving northward as we head into later in the day tomorrow. And that's when we'll start to watch for some convection. All right, as we said, it would be named Idalia. That would be the name that would be given for the system. We showed this yesterday. I think it's good to show it again. Take a look here. The waters are very warm and favorable in this area. Let's take a look at a couple different models. Here's the European model. Today we'll use the European, and I think we'll use the GFS. And you can see, as we move along here with the European, you can see it is very slow to move off of the Yucatan area, but once it does get into the Gulf, as you can see here, it will do that on Monday into Tuesday. Then it will start to gain some convection. You can see here the Euro is relatively slow in developing this system. I think it's a little bit underdone at this time, and we've seen that before with tropical systems where it's underdone. And you can see here, the Euro is pinpointing that 18Z Wednesday would be the time frame. Let's move this to the southeast. 18Z Wednesday would be the time frame that somewhere just north of Tampa, between Tampa and Tallahassee, it would make landfall as a very strong tropical storm or a hurricane. Now let's go over to the GFS. And we can see here on the GFS develops this a little bit faster and takes it to a little bit more to the west in the Florida Panhandle. And let's move southeast with the GFS. We're looking here at a relatively strong Category 1, maybe almost a Category 2 on the GFS. And watch what happens. It then continues over land, provides rain to Georgia, the Carolinas, and we're not just talking a little bit of rain. We're talking, look at this, these reds and maroons, those are 6+ inch rainfall amounts, and I think no matter where this tracks, yes, there could definitely be 6 inches or greater of rainfall, because watch what happens. Let's go back to the national view, I want to show this to you. Ahead of this system, there's going to be some sort of a coastal boundary or boundary that sets up. Here's Franklin. Franklin's going to become a major hurricane now in the Atlantic. It's not going to directly impact anyone. It's going to cause higher waves on the East Coast and higher waves for Bermuda. But in between that system and TD10, you can see here there is a boundary that has a tough time moving anywhere. So wherever that boundary sets up, there'll be moisture being pushed up against that, and we could see some training showers and thunderstorms with that, and that's going to essentially potentially be the train tracks for where Idalius, it will become Idalius, sets up. And let's go back to the Euro real quickly. There's something interesting I want to show you on the Euro. The Euro hugs the East Coast a little bit further. Look at this. The Carolinas, even up towards North Carolina and Georgia coast, it hugs the coast a little more. It keeps it intact a bit longer. Then watch what happens. It gets into the Atlantic, goes back southeast. I'm not certain this will happen. And then, yes, I have to move the view here. Then it moves over towards Bermuda. Here's Bermuda right here. Watch what happens. Literally on the European, a direct impact for Bermuda. So it's something we'll have to watch. There's going to be a series of troughs in the northeast that provides really refreshing air, and with that, you're going to see a potential push east or southeast with Idalia. So we'll have to watch where that goes. Something else, here you go. It's the Weather Prediction Center. Already high rainfall amounts being predicted, 5 to 7. You even see a few isolated 7+ inch areas. Yes, there's going to be widespread flooding with this system. That's going to be a big impact. And plus, if this really does get going, the waves, the surge, it's going to get high. The wind, it's something we'll have to watch. Alrighty, folks, we'll have another update on Idalia. Well, no, Tropical Depression number 10, which will likely be Idalia probably tomorrow night. Again, tomorrow, and I think we will do a climate update tomorrow as well. We have to talk about an event that happened over Ohio and Michigan last week. There were a lot of confirmed tornadoes in that area, in the area that did not have a tornado watch. All right, so for more updates, hit the like and subscribe button down below. If you know anyone that needs to see this content, by all means, share this with them. I'll see you guys again next time. And remember, if you're in the South, start preparing now and pay close attention to the forecast. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye-bye.